Hey everybody, it's Eddie Bainey, the Lovable Lunatic here, back in the Lovable Lunatic Lounge, bringing you another video on my love of sprint car racing. Now, we all have pump-up music, hype music on our way to the track. Music that just gets us flowing, gets us in the mood for the race, gets us in that right vibe, like, yeah, my boy's going to win tonight. My favorite driver's going to dominate this field. Whether you're from California, Florida, Virginia, Pennsylvania like me, or you're a traveler with the world of outlaws. Cheers to you. We all have music. I will take time at the end to ask, but for me, it's a very complex list, and it's hard to narrow it down because I have a why. I can listen to country 1 second and go to classic hip hop the next, but I'm going to rank them. Here are my top 10 favorite race weekend hype videos. First off, let me do an honorable mention. Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. I can't say enough about this song. Like, it's just everything with the cowbell to the guitaring, like it just gets you. And then the provocative lyrics. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Either Nazareth or Guns N' Roses cover years later. Like, you can't go wrong with this on your way to the track. Amazing song. Very good hype up music, for me at least. DMX. Yes, DMX. Get it on the floor. My dad was into, I don't know, my dad started to get into hip-hop the later I got in life. Unfortunately, my father is no longer with us, for those of you that do know me. But this song to me just signifies like the hip-hop flow that I love today. And it just, one of my favorite hip-hop artists of all time, and DMX, unfortunately, he's kind of in a rut in his life. Hopefully he is getting out of it. My thoughts and prayers are with the man himself, Earl Simmons. This song to me just, get it on the, like, just an upbeat tune, something to get you in the mood for the races, I don't know, that's just me. Slightly Stupid, Collie Man. This song will be on any of my playlists just because, it has tops. My ex-fiance, God rest her soul. So, let's get into the actual list. Number 10, Tom Petty, American Girl. Now, my dad was a huge fan of country music and classic rock. So this signifies the classic rock part. This song played almost, this song was one of them that almost was on my dad's CD player in whatever car he was driving, whether it was the Chevy Cheyenne truck, whether it was the Pontiac Grand Am, whether it was the Pontiac, what's the other one? Not Grand Prix, I can't even think of it. Whether it was his Oldsmobile at the end of his life, Tom Petty's American Girl was one we always had on the radio. Upbeat lyrics, just something to get us both in the mood, something we could vibe to. Number 9, Dixie Chicks, There's Your Trouble. My dad loved the Dixie Chicks. He absolutely, and me and my dad would turn songs into like a sprint car thing. I don't even remember the jingle we came up for with this one, but he loved the Dixie Chicks. In a world full of TLCs and 3LWs, my dad was absolutely obsessed with the Dixie Chicks, so I got to throw this one on there. Number 8, Kenny Chesney, She's Got It All. Now, this one we turned into a parody. She's got it all, my fucks, my hugs, my bitchin', all of my nut, my cum, my Dickens, something like that. Like, me and my dad were fucked up like that. That's just, you see where I get my sense of humor from. Kenny Chesney was probably my favorite country artist back in the day. So that's something that's always going to hold true, and something that I will try to pass on to my eventual kids once I get my license back and am able to drive the races again. Number 7, John Cougar Mellencamp, Pink Houses. Now, this is one, obviously, we turn to, if you know the chorus of this, little pink houses for you and me. Hot net passing everyone between 2 and 3. Oh, yeah, between 2 and 3. That was our thing. John Cougar Mellencamp was one of my dad's favorite artists. Always on our, a lot of times on the that was our way back music, but still, we'd listen to it on the way up sometimes too, depending. My dad would purposely drive longer just to listen to more music, and I'm the same type of way. I guess that's where I get it from, like father, like son, you know. Classic song. Whether you love or hate John Cougar Mellencamp, this is a good song to get you in the mood for some Friday, Saturday night racing under the lights. Some good old dirt track racing. Number 6, AC/DC, Hell's Bells. What more can I say? I mean, it's Hell's fucking bells. Everything from the beat to the fringe to the lyrics, like this is a song that just gets you in the mood for anything. Like you're ready for hellfire and brimstone, pretty much. Classic song by my dad and I's, probably one of his all-time favorite, probably one of my all-time favorite bands as well. Number 5, Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Child. This is one we bonded over professional wrestling, because when Hulk Hogan came back to WWE, after WCW was bought out, he used Voodoo Child, the instrumentals from Voodoo Child as his entrance music. So this is why, and Jimi Hendrix was always one of my dad's favorite artists. And also lyrics we could turn into racing, so very, very classic there. Number 4, Alan Jackson, Chattahoochee. Now this is one. Well, we went down yonder on Chattahoochee. Track was wider than her hoochie coochie. I was just my track was wider than her fucking hoochie coochie. Down by the Grove on a Friday night, hiding in Victory Lane, oh hell yeah, what a night. Blah, 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 dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just a living for the minute. One of my favorite country songs of all time by one of my favorite country artists of all time. Need I say more? Number 3, Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places. This is a song, I think, whether you love or hate country music, anybody in the world can vibe to Friends in Low Places, preferably with the third verse. Because when I finish this glass, you could kiss my ass. Great song by one of the GOATs in not only country music, but music history. Damn. It's going to be hard to, I just thought of this, it's hard to leave out. Number 2, John Cougar Mellencamp, Paper and Fire. Just because this was like Paper and Fire sticking out the ashtray, Paper and Fire blowing down the alleyway. Like this was like Hotnet, Paper and Fire. He was white hot in the summer of '99. When I really, really picked up my admiration for him. Well, I picked it up when he came here in the summer of '98 originally. But as my infatuation and admiration grew for Greg Hodnett, this song just reminded me of him, and it was another bonding song of me and my dad's. So, number 2. Now, without further ado, drum roll please. Number 1, Turner Bachman Overdrive, Taking Care of Business. Why? Teach me how to do. Here's why. This is a song that me, my dad, my uncle, and my cousins, when we would take the RV up to Williams Grove, when they originally started the 3-day show, the Summer Nationals, we would camp out all Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This was a song that always got us all in the mood, that we would all be singing, we could all vibe to, because a couple of my cousins weren't in the country, and as I got older, I kind of shunned it and, felt embarrassed by it. I don't know why, But Taking Care of Business is a classic rock song by a very underrated band, and taking care of business. It's going to the races. You want to see your favorite driver pull it off tonight, taking care of business. And that is my top 10 sprint car / dirt track racing hype songs. What would your top 10 list be? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you have a video idea, of sprint car video idea for me, comment below and I will take your ideas into consideration and come up with the best one possible, unless nobody does, and then I will come up with my own. For Lovable Lunatic Lounge, I'm Eddie Bainey. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Actually, wait. End credits. Cut credits real quick. I would just like to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for watching the Greg Hodnett tribute video. I'm going to get emotional again. A lot of you know how much Greg meant to me and the racing community, especially here in Pennsylvania and Tennessee, all world over in general. He was a man's man. Won't be replaced. Still weird for me not seeing his name in the results when I go to a race, not seeing him. Hi, Fluffy. Fluffy's making an appearance. Hey, Fluffers. So those of you that reached out and told me good video, even though you had some, you had some suggestions and feedback, creative criticism, constructive criticism, I do appreciate that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you and shalom. For Lovable Lunatic Lounge, I'm Eddie Bainey. I'll see you next time.